Oh hey, totally didn't see you there. What is going on, my friend? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. So today, as I am filming this, it is Thursday, the 18th of March 2021, and on Monday the 15th, I actually had my endoscopy test to basically get tested out, you know, the acid reflux I've been having the past 3 months, as well as irritable bowel syndrome and such. And so in today's vlog, obviously I'm going to take you through my day, how I'm going, how my training and nutrition's been adjusted, and also talk through the whole story of obviously, you know, being diagnosed with a hiatus hernia. So if you've been watching my previous vlogs, you'll actually know that, you know, one of the days where I was actually filming a vlog is actually where my acid reflux started happening around the end of November to start December, without even knowing what it was. And I said over the past 3 months, I've literally just been having to do elimination diets, tweaking, adjusting a load of things. And so obviously, like, it's been 3 months, like, waiting for this day on Monday the 15th to actually get the diagnosis. And it was actually a pretty funny story, because obviously I initially thought it's like, you know, having a scope go down your throat, down your esophagus and into your stomach. I thought it's like, you know, it's just gonna be all right. And obviously I had two options. It's like, one, have some anesthetic to actually like numb, you know, the pain and like, you know, make me go to sleep in that, or I could literally just go in raw and just have it done, and I can get straight out of the hospital and go back home. So I actually went with that option because I thought, like, it's not going to be that bad. And oh my days, without a doubt, the most uncomfortable 10 minutes of my entire life. I'm not sure if you had an endoscopy test or a tube stuck down your throat, taking pictures of all the stuff inside your stomach, but oh my days. It was very, very uncomfortable, but obviously over time, worth it, because I obviously got the diagnosis of, as in the middle of my esophagus, I've actually got a 1 centimeter sliding hiatus hernia that's obviously been causing all of the acid reflux and all of the gut problems I've been having for like the past 3 to 3.5 months. And in the coming days, I've actually got a follow-up session with one of the professionals to actually, as I said, like talk it through the next steps moving forward. Because obviously now we've got the diagnosis, we can actually focus on actually tackling the actual root cause, as opposed to like, you know, trying to address symptoms and like go on medications that will make me feel absolutely awful, and like just treating the symptoms without getting to the root cause. So like I said, it's just a case of waiting a few days for that, and then obviously then the only way is upwards. I'm gonna be honest, obviously initially since having acid reflux towards the end of last year, I mean, it has definitely impacted my life. Obviously, like initially when I first got it, I was like, what the hell is going on? Obviously, you know, when you think you're having a freaking heart attack and being rushed to A&E, only to realize that acid reflux actually has nothing to do with the heart at all. And obviously over time having more gut problems, I mean, having acid reflux is one unpleasant experience, but then to have that with irritable bowel syndrome, definitely not pleasant either. And also one thing you may not know is that I've actually got a wisdom tooth that's actually not just growing, but it's actually growing backwards into the back of my gum, which has caused me a crap ton of discomfort from time to time. And obviously I can't take any medications to ease it off, because obviously that's only gonna actually mess up my gut. And that's actually why I'm a bit conscious when actually smiling on camera, because I've got to take this mouthwash instead, which actually does stain my teeth. So I actually got like some yellow batches everywhere. So it's a bit like anything. I mean, over time, I've just learned to kind of live with it and realize that, you know, adversities are only temporary. They are actually what make us stronger, and they obviously guide us in the right direction to actually get us on track to where we want to go in life, you know what I'm saying? So, as I said, and obviously as my gut health improves, then obviously, you know, I can then get my teeth whitened without messing them up again. But yeah, obviously I'm going to talk more about this throughout the rest of the vlog, but for now, obviously, I've just spoken to during my break, obviously checking with clients midweek, so obviously I'm going to finish midweek check-ins. I've got to take King Alfred for a walk, so I'll check in with you in a bit. Alfie? Would you like to go for walkies? Right, so it's later in the morning now, switched from the DSLR to the Canon G7X. That's actually walk Alfie. Alfie likes, you know, a good walk of like 45, 60 minutes. So I got to occupy my time productively, right? So what I actually like to do when I walk is actually put an audiobook on. Right now I'm listening to The Fear Bubble by Ant Middleton, which is absolutely freaking amazing, especially like listening to it from like what I'm going through right now. I think myself, as a British dude, it's much more relatable. Listen to advice from a British dude, do you see what I'm saying? And I'm actually coming towards the end of the book now, which is actually like very applicable to like where I'm at in life right now, which is like obviously, you know, avoiding the whole victim mentality and taking responsibility for your life. Because I mean, it's like even if things, like even if, you know, things aren't necessarily your fault, it's like I can't control the fact that obviously I've got the acid reflux and, you know, the hiatus hernia and the IBS and like the wisdom tooth problem, but it's like when you kind of actually approach it from like an abundant mindset and actually taking responsibility for it, it's like that's where, you know, you can actually turn the problem and actually just be solution oriented, and that's what actually allows us to grow as human beings, right? It's like, and obviously speaks a lot about, you know, problem solving. As human beings, it's like we are problem solvers. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like when we actually overcome adversity and challenges, like that's how we actually grow and become, you know, stronger, more resilient, better overall human beings. You see what I'm saying? Especially for myself as an entrepreneur and a coach, it's like my job is to solve problems. You see what I'm saying? So I know for me, by bettering my own health, I mean, I know it's not the most comfortable with, you know, the circumstances right now, but I know over time, as I overcome it, because, you know, we are going to overcome it, right? I know it's actually not going to make me a better person, a stronger person, more resilient person, stronger physically and mentally, but also for myself, it's like the more problems I can solve for myself, it's like the more problems I can solve for other people. And that's what I'm here on this planet, right? To obviously transform the bodies and lives of 100,000 people. And so that can only come through solving problems. You see what I'm saying? So you look at like things in your own life right now, got any problems, got any obstacles, it's like whether it was or wasn't your fault, the fact of the matter is that if you look at reality, it's like it's still our problem to deal with. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, it's like anything. I know a lot of our negative emotions can usually come from like actually not accepting our current reality, and that's where initially, you know, I felt like the acid reflux and everything used to get me very down. It still can get me down to this day, because I always resisted the reality that I had the problem. Whereas now, as I'm actually like in acceptance of it, it's like right now, it's like I'm talking to you like with quite a bit of heartburn, because obviously one of the side effects of coming off my medications is obviously the rebound effect of the acid reflux. But I know long term, I don't want to be on those acid blocking drugs, to be honest. I think a lot of the other problems I had with my stomach was actually because of the medications. Again, I'm not saying anything, like this is literally just an assumption, because I'm not going to know until I actually speak to the professional later next week. But now that I'm actually in acceptance of it, it's like now I focus on what I can control. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, again, I actually have control over the outcome of what I want to create and where I want to go in my life and how I want to help people, because I can still help people. I can still coach clients, I can still show up for people like yourself. You know, I just got to obviously focus on what I can control and cope with what I can't control, because pain is only temporary, right? And over time, it's the same with working out. You know, the resistance and the fatigue we get is very uncomfortable in the short term, but that pain and fatigue is what actually grows bigger and stronger muscle tissues, which is what we're all after. You see what I'm saying? We're all stronger than our problems, right? I feel like from my experience, problems I've had or obstacles I've had in life, whether it was injuries or anything, it's like the body can actually like withstand anything. It's like our mind, we've got to strengthen, if that makes sense. Our body's strong, our body wants to be strong. So now it's like, just got to work like internally on our mindset and such to accept our current reality and just deal with reality. That's the biggest thing for me. That's helping me keep moving forward. Just accepting reality. It's like if I, you know, get a lot of stomach cramps, any random part of the day, it could just happen any random part of the day. It's like just accepting it, right? And I feel for acceptance, as I said, is how we can be more solution oriented, which actually helps us obviously overcome any obstacles much sooner and much faster, which is obviously what we're after. If we've got any obstacles or any problems in our life, we always want to actually tackle it and get over the roadblock as soon as possible. So always applying like that solution oriented mindset will be definitely beneficial for you to implement in your own life if you want to take it. So I'm going to finish walking with King Alfred here. He's just minding his own business, just chilling about, and I think I'm going to eat after this. So I've got a little couple hours for my food to digest, and then we're probably going to hit our workout after that. So I'm going to keep on walking, and I'll catch you in a bit when we get back home. Right, so it's just gone past 12, so it is lunchtime, and as you see here, I'll show you right here, got very basic tuna, walnuts, green beans and brown rice. I'm keeping things very basic with obviously the acid reflux and that. Obviously no need to have to follow a acid reflux friendly diet, but also low FODMAP for IBS and all the symptoms I got there. So I'm literally just playing it safe now until I get further support and guidance of what to do next. Because obviously it's like the side effects like are just not that pleasant, so I'd rather just keep things basic and be able to live a bit more normally. Do you know what I mean? And eating very basic like this with like elimination diets, I've been eating like this for like the last 3 months and such, even on Christmas Day. I literally just had like some turkey, potatoes and veg. And I mean, for me, fortunately, obviously with all this happening, like the UK have been in lockdown pretty much since. So obviously like this would massively impact my social life. But obviously initially, like, you know, just being at home, obviously like I've been able to actually focus on, you know, the solution while obviously, you know, I can't actually socialise. So fortunately, once obviously barriers open up a bit more in the UK, you know, I can have a bit more freedom with food, because obviously by then, hopefully, you know, should have a lot more steps of like, you know, having the solution and having, you know, the symptoms more under controlled. And by, as I said, now we got the diagnosis, now we can actually tackle the full, the actual root cause. So I'm gonna eat this now. See, with digestion, it's very important to actually eat foods while they're hot, because it's easy to digest when they're hot. So I'm gonna get going now, and I will check in with you in a couple hours, because after this, got some work to do, gonna do some content, finishing editing videos for YouTube. Obviously Instagram, I'm even going to be on TikTok as well, as I make a shift of being on more social platforms, so you should definitely follow me on everywhere, link in the description below. And yeah, after that I will then be working out, so I will see you over there. Right, so it is now about 2:30. I've had a really productive day so far. And so now it's time to work out. So a workout and diet situation. So obviously, as you saw with my diet, obviously right now, like my gut health, I can only really digest like 2,000 calories a day. If I try and have any more, it doesn't get very nice. As far as the training situation, I mean, training isn't really limited. I mean, right now in lockdown, the only limitation is really access to heavier weights. As well as I'll be showing you in this upper body workout today, I actually start with some isolation movements more to actually, you know, pre-fatigue the muscles. So actually moving on to some other exercises that actually makes it still intense with the amount of weight I have available. I'm not gonna lie, obviously with the acid reflux and stomach problems, and also the wisdom tooth, which causes a lot of headaches. It's crazy, man. Sometimes it's like, it's just symptom after symptom. But for me, my physical health is, you know, as important as obviously my mental health. Mental health is everything, especially right now with the pandemic and everything. So that's the thing. It's like, even like, you know, despite how, you know, uncomfortable it can be at times, I mean, for me, I know like how much energy I need, not just to overcome this, but to also be able to have the energy to show up for myself, show up for clients, show up for you. And like working out for me is a big, big thing. So you gotta think with like our willpower as our day goes, it's like the energy drains. Whereas working out, eating right, and obviously sleeping right and recovering well, bang, that's what reboots the batteries, you see what I'm saying? And obviously, as I mentioned in my recent 4-month transformation video, like this is the whole thing with health and fitness, right? We, you know, in the industry, we all associate with the looks, the abs, the chest, the biceps and all of that, of like how we look, right? When in reality, the thing that actually, you know, is most valuable is how we feel in ourselves. So that's how I train and eat now. I train and actually approach my health and fitness to actually feel better, especially right now. Right? And obviously as a result, the looks kind of take care of itself. Obviously, naturally, I'm going to progress slower with limited calories. I mean, some days I can only eat like half the amount of calories of what I usually eat, right? But done is better than nothing, right? Imperfect action always beats perfect inaction. And yeah, progress is progress. I mean, I'm very fortunate to still be actually being able to train, being able to still eat great foods. And that's the whole thing. It's like if you know, dwell on what you lack and what you can't control, it just puts you in, you know, analysis paralysis of not doing anything. When you focus on just being grateful and just taking action, even if there's, you know, things that may not make your progress optimal, it's like you just make use of what you can and realize, again, there's so much we have in our lives that we can be grateful for, as opposed to dwelling on like the materialistic and superficial stuff that doesn't actually really matter as much as we think, right? So yeah, I'm about to get this workout in. Gonna go have a fancy edit, and we'll speak again soon. Alright, so that's the workout completed. Feeling great. Obviously, as you can see, it was very weighted based. Obviously, I'd absolutely love to do the likes of pull-ups and dips and all other calisthenics basic moves, but right now it's like, honestly, I've tried some, it's like, it just doesn't sit well with the stomach at the moment. So just, focus on what I can do, what I can control right now. And obviously as things improve, that's where obviously, how much I can incorporate in my training can, take place. But for now, just keep things basic. And as I said, just doing what feels good. So obviously I can then push myself harder and, make the progress that I can actually make. Oh my days, my hair is getting like a freaking thick afro right now. I cannot wait to get this barnet off when hairdressers open back in England. But anyway, it's getting later now. I've got to actually cook, so obviously I've got to cook every meal fresh. And from there, I've got a client call, got a business call. So I've really got to get my wig on. No pun intended. So I'll catch you in a bit. Whew! What a day it's been. Right, so a few hours have gone. I have obviously got a lot of work done today. I have just had my dinner. I'll be showing you how some potatoes, some spinach, some chicken, some walnuts, all that good stuff. Keeping things very simple. Also, treating myself to a whooping 35 grams of bananas, right? Because obviously with low FODMAP, you gotta be really articulate on, some of the portion sizes. Because obviously if you have a whole banana, it's high FODMAP. You have a medium banana, it's medium. If you have 35 grams, it's low FODMAP. So just sticking to the rules. And just coping with what I can control, you know what I'm saying? And as it is a couple of hours before going to bed, it's time to put on my blue blocking glasses. Recommended these by my friend Tom Merrick, the Bodyweight Warrior. I'm sure you've heard of if you are watching my videos. These are absolutely amazing because, they look a little bit funky, right? But, I honestly don't care. They help so much with sleep, so they completely eliminate all the blue light, the green light, and all the other lights. So it helps you get to sleep a lot better. If you're actually interested, I can leave the link in the description below. Again, I'm not affiliated by them. Worth the investment, absolutely amazing. My sleep quality, as I track my sleep, my Fitbit has gone up massively. So I wake up with way more energy, more productive, smash my workouts. And again, the energy boost is massive for me as well, because obviously, I can't rely on things like caffeine or that, because any form of caffeine gives me heartburn. So got to keep things the natural way, you know what I'm saying? And so now, just for bed, obviously I'm going to reply to you awesome people's social messages. Actually going to be doing a YouTube live tomorrow as I'm recording this, which is going to be awesome to be able to interact with you guys. And also again, interacting on Instagram and that. I'm actually going to be making a lot more content on the more social platforms as far as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok and everything, because obviously on YouTube and that you can't really interact with me that well, because obviously YouTube is a search engine and obviously we cannot really directly talk to each other. So obviously me expanding my content on more social platforms, obviously I can engage more people, help more people, which is obviously what I'm here for, you know what I'm saying? It's about, as I said, controlling what I can control. I can't control like what has happened with me, but I can control, what I can do of obviously being able to still help people like yourself and being able to network. I've actually been going on a couple more podcasts with other people as we speak, which again, it's awesome, new opportunities and such. And as I said in one of my previous videos, again, when we got obstacles, instead of actually dwelling on the problem, we flip the obstacle upside down, turn it into a solution, and new opportunities grow. So I know it's like anything, like I may sound very positive right now, the acid reflux and everything. Like sometimes I wake up feeling like, can this just go away, right? When in reality, like, kind of just got to accept it, right? I think, especially in like the self-development space and everything, it's like everything's about positivity, or positivity, always got to be positive thinker, when in reality, as I said, actually accepting negative emotions for me is actually what helps me stay more positive, right? Because we're human beings, like we got to have negative emotions, but again, it's how we actually cope with them and use them to our advantage, as opposed to trying to ignore them and then wonder why we can't actually be positive, right? So that's what I definitely would recommend. Obviously, if you have any obstacles or anything going on in your life that can obviously make you feel negative, again, for me, what's really helping me right now is just accepting my current circumstance, right? I know it's only temporary. I know it's not going to last forever. And I know that from not just what I'm going through now, but also, how I will overcome it long term. I know it's only going to help me grow into a stronger, more resilient person, which again is only going to help improve my own life, but it's only going to help my ability to serve other people better, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I believe that's everything covered in this vlog. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, I want to give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Comment below what you found most useful from this vlog. I'd love to know. Again, don't forget to hit me up and connect on all my social media platforms. Link them up here. Also link description below, because I'm going to be showing up everywhere, every single platform you can think of in your freaking face. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this with a friend or friend you feel would benefit from any wisdom I've shared in this video from my experience. And yeah, I believe that's everything covered. As always, keep moving forward. I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao. Much love. Appreciate you.